We have a 5-minute timer at the top of the screen, and we have another best of 5 to be played here on Championship Sunday for Season 2 of the Melon Patch League Futures event.
Yeah, as Lights starting out hot, trying to get a nice little air dribble over the top. Good challenge coming out from Nightfang. Kachao's going to get demoed, but Nightfang's there for another good 50. Wanted to get it out front. Lights, nice little catch along back wall. Gets a good dribble downfield. Tried to fake out Kachao. Not going to be there. Kachao in that super clean all-white car is Foxy. Almost own goals there. Would have been a beautiful own goal, but Marsama keeping this one in. Looking for that center out. Just going to miss that touch. And both teams, even though we're just 40 seconds in, playing a little passive, trying to see how each other are going to play and who is going to be the aggressor here.
This is something that we see more often than not, as it was something I expected to see in the previous series in that Game 1, but that proved not to be the case, where Game number 1's, the opening moments, they tend to be a bit more reserved. The players a little bit farther back when it comes to those offensive transitions, because they just want to feel out the other team and see what their opponents are working with and get a good idea of how they want to tackle that challenge. Rain Esports, they're going to find that opener right as we cross that first minute mark. Grandior's touch a little bit too far away from that corner, a little bit too far away from him, leads to Rain taking possession, and they take the first goal of the series.
Yeah, and just an unfortunate spawn there for Marsama. Spawning near side, ball just flying over the top of their head. Nothing they could do to react to it, leaving that wide open net as Kachao wanted to get a little touchdown field. Mars taking control of this one, looking for the double to get it out towards mid. Lights just trying to get something going here for High Caliber. Can't find a touch. Marsama's going to be there to pick it up. Plenty of boost, wants to get it past one, finds it, get it past the second. But a nice bump coming out from Kachao to give Nightfang plenty of time to get the save. Their ball still in the corner. Lights just going to miss that one. Marsama picks this one back up, looking for Grandior out near mid. Not going to be there. Foxy able to clear it back downfield. And as we approach the 3-minute mark, finally seeing some offense come out from High Caliber. But Kachao with the great counter with Nightfang. Beautiful pass out mid. And Rain survives the onslaught, and a good quick counter puts them up 2.
I have to say, Rain are looking very well settled into the series. I don't want to say they're looking comfortable, but I do also want to say that they're looking comfortable. They're looking fantastic right now, and we're just in the opening moments of game number 1. They're starting off so strong. They might be able to pick up a third if that 50 goes in. It goes off the post, but Rain Esports Black, they've done so well this series. Their defense showing no signs of weakness. Their offense proving to find success time and time again. High Caliber, they do have more shots than Rain, but it's the quality of shots for Rain that's helping them out, as an opportunity for High Caliber to get that quick counter attack does get pushed to the side. We see the first half going in favor of Rain, but I don't think High Caliber, especially how well they've played this entire season, I don't think they're going to settle for this 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, as Marsama trying to get something off ceiling here, just going for a bump. Triple commit coming out from Rain. Grandior trying to get it off back while it's going to fall down, but Nightfang, easy clear, gets a good 50, pushes it into the corner. Kachao's up for this one's going to be looking for Foxy. Can't get the pass out to them as Lights now has a nice little dribble. Good flick, but Foxy just floating long enough to send that to sidewall. This one's coming back out mid. Marsama wanted to get it down to Grandior. Not going to be able to get it there, but Grandior, nice demo on Nightfang to give Lights a lot of space here. Gets the flip reset, but can't get the second touch, just falling a little too quick. And even though a lot of pressure coming out here from High Caliber, Rain taking it in stride, respawning after the demos and just keeping calm and remaining patient. And it is working perfectly for them here.
Minute and a half remaining. High Caliber, they're still quiet here. They need to find something in their favor, and the sooner the better, especially they don't want to leave game number 1 quiet. They at least want to be on the board. They want to break that silence that's just getting louder and louder as the seconds tick on. They need to get that ball down in that blue half, and they need to keep it there. An opportunity for Lights to find that opening goal. A very difficult read, but you know, you want to be able to find those at this level. You have to take any opportunity, no matter the difficulty, and make the most of it. At least in that situation, find some sort of additional touch to keep that ball relevant in the Rain Esports Black half, instead of just letting that one ricochet back into the midfield, because we've seen Rain Esports Black, they're so comfortable in the midfield. Their presence is known against High Caliber, and with just 30 seconds remaining, High Caliber just finding something to go in their favor here to walk in with game number 2 is all they can hope for.
Yaz gets a nice pass downfield. Lights trying to find it, can't get the shot off, and Grandior is going to be there to punish Kachow for the missed touch and finally get on the board here as High Caliber with 20 seconds left. And that's all they needed so far in this one, Jay, is just getting that first goal, getting a little bit of momentum, seeing it hit the back of the net does so much for their confidence. But with 20 seconds left, we're going to have to see how their kickoff strategy is, as Marsama's up for this one. Nightfang, good first touch. Grandior is going to be there, tries to get it out, but no, the 50 back into their own net. And Rain goes back up 2 with 11 seconds to go.
You can't exactly blame High Caliber here, especially final, 15 seconds at that point. You kind of have to go all or nothing. You're 1 goal down, 15 seconds remaining. The worst that could happen is that the ball finds the back of your own net. And well, it seems as if that proved to be the case, as Rain Esports Black, they'll pick up another one, cementing their game 1 win. They'll take the advantage, but they still have plenty of work to do. They still have to win 2 more games against High Caliber, who they've proven themselves throughout this season to be a very formidable opponent. So the work not quite cut out for Rain. They definitely were the dominant team in game number 1. It shows in the result. It showed in their play style, their presence, their positioning, absolutely phenomenal. A double Savior medal for Nightfang, holding down that back line, letting Kachow get that hat trick on offense. So everyone on Rain, it seems like they know their roles, and they know how to play them very effectively. On the other side of the pitch, High Caliber, they're a bit all over the place, but there's nothing wrong with that. Getting everyone involved in every aspect is a very viable strategy to do. Instead of having, your designated striker, your designated third man, you get everyone involved. It helps to create those phenomenal passing plays that we know High Caliber are capable of. We just weren't able to see that in game number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, to High Caliber's credit, they were getting a lot of bumps and demos, opened up a lot of space. Rain played patient. They didn't panic knowing it was a 3-on-2 for most of their defensive stints. And they just kept their rotations, knew the other guy was going to respawn and they'd be able to work it out. And they did it to perfection. And that was the big thing. High Caliber was expecting to catch them off guard and make them panic and double commit. But Rain just doing a good job of remaining patient and trusting their teammates to come out strong and able to get quick counters. But the other thing was Nightfang, had 6 saves, but had 2 assists on the 3 goals, as Nightfang finally gets on the board here after all of his contributions last game. Just 7 seconds in, Rain Esports already up 1.
I have to say that is a very deserved goal for Nightfang. You mentioned the contribution in game number 1. I feel like it's only fair that Nightfang is able to get that name behind a goal, and does so in the opening moments. Rain, they immediately take the advantage yet again. High Caliber, the story thus far for them has been playing from behind and seeing how they can do just that. Now they know how the Rain defense holds. They know what they need to do. They need to get that creativity in that we know and love from them. Start getting those players caught out. Maybe incorporate some physical play. That's always a safe bet at this level. You just incorporate the physical play, remove that final defender, then there's no one home to save it. You have a free goal, although we saw that might not be the case in the previous series, but we'll put that one behind and move on to the present. High Caliber playing from behind yet again, and it gets extended as Rain find their second. Foxy just rips that one in right before we cross that opening minute mark.
Yeah, as Grandior trying to get it all the way in the corner, it started to drop a little bit quicker than they expected. Couldn't get a solid touch. Foxy's there to punish, but Kachow doing just what you need to do in these lobbies, and that's put something towards net. Force them to make a good, smart touch that is going to get it away from your second man, because mistakes are going to happen when you do that, and they're playing retreat defense, right? And so Rain executing that to perfection as Grandior trying to pick this one up in the corner, gets a good first touch, looking for the second, but Kachow's there to clear it all the way back downfield. 3:45 to go, and it has been nothing but rain in this one so far as Nightfang's trying to get another, gets the little change up. That one's going to hit the back of the net, and it's now 3-0, a minute 21 into this one.
We've seen that a 3-goal lead might not be enough, so Rain, their work, they still have plenty of due. Almost 4 minutes of Rocket League to be played, so they're not quite secured here in game number 2, although their advantage absolutely phenomenal. They're working so hard to find these goals, and they're all so well earned is the main point to look at. They're not just simple mistakes like that one almost was. Thankfully, Grandior was able to get that one cleared out, but they're working hard. They're just outplaying their opponents, and they pick up a fourth.
Oh, Foxy, what a cut on this one. Realizes, has the defender beat, gets a great touch to center that one and buries it. And yeah, a 3-goal lead might not be safe, but this is a different team we're watching here. And this one is Rain just keeps pouring it on. Now up 4 with a minute 40 finally ticking off the clock here. And High Caliber needs to find something. They need to find some offense. They need to find a save. As this one's going back towards their own net, Foxy able to push this one all the way around, gets 50, ball back towards mid, but Kachow's right there already, drops it to Foxy. Foxy can't get it back. Now a 2-on-1 as they're trying to retreat. Grandior takes the shot. Foxy already in position to get the save and get the clear downfield. And the rotations coming out of Rain Esports here are absolutely textbook so far.
They're flawless. I don't necessarily know what High Caliber can do in this situation. They really just have to force some errors out of Rain Esports Black because they're looking phenomenal. You see Foxy almost picks up another one, but can't quite find the angle. Actually puts it into the corner, but I don't think Rain Esports Black are going to be too upset about that one. They do have that 4-goal lead, and they're looking to extend it. You see that midfield confidence from Rain, able to just let those opportunities just float about for a minute, take all the time that they want to create opportunities. Marsama, you see the bump threat on one, picks up the demo on his second. High Caliber, incorporating that demo play might not be a bad idea at this point because it seems as if Rain, they know exactly what they need to do, and they look so comfortable doing it. So High Caliber, they need to throw a wrench in Rain's rotation, throw a wrench in their plan, and find something, some positive outlook here to find their footing in this series.
Yeah, as Kachow gets a great pass back to Foxy. Foxy trying to get one more, not going to be there. Kachow just takes a quick shot. Marsama with the clear downfield, looking to follow this one. Nightfang was already up for it. Lights is there, just over jumps that one. Kachow gets a nice touch. This is going to be on net. Grandior forced to send it to the corner. Foxy, good 50. Nightfang's just going to slow play this one with 90 seconds left. I mean, Rain just taking their time, killing clock, but keeping the offensive pressure. Not giving High Caliber a lot of space as Marsama picks this one up, challenged immediately, gets a nice flick. Kachow's going to be there. Foxy, last one back, going to be a little awkward, but Nightfang can't find the touch, but that one's going to be just wide. And Nightfang gets just enough of that to keep High Caliber off the board here. And it just feels like nothing is going High Caliber's way so far.
High Caliber painfully close to finding a goal right there, but could not find it. And now they're forced to play out of their own half yet again. Rain, the rotations just absolutely phenomenal, piling on the shots, catching out the defenders. As Nightfang might have had an opportunity for a fifth there, couldn't quite find the touch, but yet again, I don't think they'll be too upset about that one. Final 30 seconds, Rain a 4-goal lead here. They look phenomenal right now. High Caliber, they have so much work to do. We saw glimpses of that physical play coming out, and maybe they weren't able to find something out of it, but I'd like to say that they haven't tried it enough. They might be able to use that physical play to get a bit more involved on offense. Kachow picks up a fifth for Rain. I think with only 9 seconds remaining, we can say who takes game number 2.
Yeah, and Rain showing no signs of slowing down, and it really feels like the wind got taken out of High Caliber sails with that own goal. Well, that 50 goal at the end of game number 1 there. They just haven't looked the same on the offensive side since then. They're playing a bit more passive defensively. Second man's not being quite as aggressive. as Light's going to have an opportunity here, but can't get that one to go their way either. And Rain Esports Black up 2-0 in the series. And I mean, it honestly feels like this one's almost all but over, as Rain has just been playing absolutely flawless Rocket League through the first 2 games.
Rain Esports, there has to be some weakness. High Caliber just has yet to been able to find it, as there has to be a weakness to this Rain Esports Black team. They can't just be this good, as they look so comfortable. They're not making any mistakes. They're making very minor mistakes that aren't large enough for High Caliber to find goals out of. They might be able to pick up possession, but for the most part, it's really just Rain outpacing High Caliber and just winning off of sheer possession and positioning. Rain Esports, they've done phenomenal the first 2 games. They find themselves on match point. High Caliber, they now have to reverse sweep this phenomenal looking team. So High Caliber, they have a lot of work to do. They have so much to do, and they're running out of time to do so. Their tournament lives are on the line. Their entire season comes down to now this one game of Rocket League. If they're able to step up here and find it, or if Rain Esports are going to walk away with a sweep, there's only one way to find out. A fresh 5-minute timer and a fresh window of opportunities for High Caliber.
Yeah, Grandior coming in with a card change, trying to get something going, see if he can feel a little bit more comfortable, as Foxy gets a good challenge there. Nightfang's going to pick this one up, trying to get it back to Foxy, but Kachow comes over the top. Nice save as Lights gets a demo. Marsama has a ton of space and a ton of room, goes for the double, just a little high. Lights can't finish that one out as Kachow pushes this along sidewall, gets it over the top of Lights. Grandior's retreating, trying to get a solid touch. Good 50, pops right into the box. Foxy's there and just misses that snipe. And Rain Esports looking to make a statement, and make a statement early here in game 3 and not give High Caliber a chance to come back in this series.
You can see the drive in the players on High Caliber. They're working so hard to create an opportunity. You see just how bad they want to find that opening goal, take their first lead of the series. Rain Esports, they're just looking to continue where they left off in the previous 2 games. So it's really all eyes on High Caliber. Nightfang's going to drop that one below the free jumping defender, and Rain Esports yet again take the lead.
Nightfang, what a great shot there. He had been shooting high just under crossbar and sniping those corners all series, knowing Lights was going to go up high for that one, just dropped it right underneath. And Rain has now outscored High Caliber 9-1 through these 3 games so far. And I mean, not for lack of trying from High Caliber, who's had really good chances and openings, just not able to finish it off. It almost feels like they're trying to force it too much instead of letting it feel natural as they double commit. Nightfang's just going to get a soft touch to the corner. Wanted to pick this one up. Marsama's going to be there. Grandior's going to get deleted. Foxy free possession. Lights gets removed as well. Nightfang's going to bump Marsama off, and Kachow puts that one in, and Rain Esports up 2-0. And if the previous 2 games have told us anything, Jay, that is more than enough to close this one out.
And it really is just High Caliber versus themselves right now, having to find those opportunities, and they just haven't quite been able to step up and find them just yet. Now it's do or die. Now the pressure sets in for them. We'll see how they're able to play when it matters the most. Arise not able to accomplish this feat. Now we'll see if High Caliber are able to step up when it matters most. It is do or die for High Caliber. Rain, they look so comfortable. They've made very few playstyle adjustments this entire series. They figured out what worked in game number 1, and they have just ran with it. High Caliber, they have yet to find the answer. They have yet to find something that works, and works consistently against this Rain team, as you're looking to enter the second half of game number 3, and Rain, they just look comfortable. High Caliber, they need to start incorporating something new if they want a chance at bringing this back.
Yeah, and I mean, but like you said, Rain's just been playing their game from the very first whistle because they've been executing their game plan perfectly. We've seen very, very few mistakes, and even the mistakes that have come out, weren't that detrimental because there wasn't anyone pushing up. I think we've seen 2 double commits all series long out of them. And when you're playing that well, you are going to be a very tough team to beat unless another team's playing just as lights out as you are. And for High Caliber, they're playing exceptionally well, could have taken another series, but just not getting those bounces as Kachao now sending this one down into the corner, looking for another pass out to Foxy. Not going to be there. Grandior trying to get the flick over to Marsama. Nightfing's going to give it a little bit of help. High off back wall. Marsama can't get it past Foxy and Kachao. Just able to clear this one down with a nice little flip reset. Drop it right down to Foxy, who threads the needle yet again. Beautiful far post shot from the tough angle. And it's 3-0, minute 35 to go, Jay. And I don't want to say it, but it feels like this is over now.
It's only getting more difficult as time goes on for High Caliber. Rain Esports, they've shown no signs of slowing down this entire series, and they don't want to change that here in game number 3. High Caliber, they essentially need some miraculous plays to go in their favor, because now they find themselves 4 goals down. Only a minute 27 to find 4 goals on the side of High Caliber, and High Caliber, they've only found 1 this entire series, so finding 4 in a minute 27 might just be out of reach.
Yeah, and I mean, you see on that play, it looked like Lights was going to beat everyone to that one. Grandior was pushing up just behind, trying to get some offensive pressure going, and Foxy just challenging that one out of nowhere up a little bit quicker and gets the soft touch on target, and that's what has been working out for Rain. Just smart plays, good touches, knowing what they have available as they go for the squishy save, and Grandior punishes with just a little worm burner there to get High Caliber on the board for the first time since game 1.
Now, it becomes slightly more possible for High Caliber. Still extremely difficult. We're looking at about 22 seconds per goal, and, well, a little bit less now that the deficit has been increased yet again. The kickoff going in favor of Rain Esports Black. Kachao just following that one up effortlessly. Picks up a 5th for Rain Esports. A minute 4 left. High Caliber, they need so much to go in their favor. 16 seconds of goal.
Yeah, and I mean, the kickoff's absolutely plaguing them again, as Nightfang's going to be pushing this one to sidewall. And right now, they are just happy killing time, keeping the ball close, just getting a good first challenge, a solid first touch, and just ticking all of that time off the clock as we're now 45 seconds to go. That one's going to be on target. And now a 5-goal deficit for High Caliber with 43 seconds to go. And it just went from slightly probable to impossible with that one.
They need some miraculous kickoffs. They need to show some kickoffs that have never before seen the face of the earth here, and just score them consistently at this point, because Rain, they look so comfortable in the midfield. You see them continuing to pile on the pressure, putting the nails in the coffin, and just continuing the onslaught that has been this entire series. High Caliber, they've just been a bit quiet. They haven't been able to put the pieces together, and unfortunately, they are going to run out of time to do so. They find a second this game, so now back to a 4-goal deficit. The only caveat there is it's only 19 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they need a good kickoff goal here if they really want a chance to come back in it, but we've seen them struggle on kickoffs throughout this series so far. I mean, this could be the time that it all kind of clicks, but Kachao's going to shut that idea down early as Nightfang just throws it off back wall. Foxy with the fake challenge, clearing it back to Kachao, killing time. Final 10 seconds here as Marsama gets one more, but with 8 seconds left, Rain Esports going to be your final semi-finalist here in the MPL Futures Season 2.
The top 4 stage has been set. We will see immediately after this series, we'll see this very hot looking Rain Esports Black against Masakurada Tiesa, and that match, it's only going to be more difficult for either side, as both of those teams, they look confident, but only one team can look confident in a series and find success with it. So our top 4,